That reminds me of popping the floors and Crocs and
bro. Even when your husband
come on, hey, look.
are gone,
no bullshit.
be by your side, still holding on.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Even when those 20s start spending, all those gold digging women disappear, she'll still be here.
That's why he get paid the big bucks. I know I heard that.
But remember the
I put this on everything.
Party people.
I love this.
It's your boy
My sweats and my clothes. I thought I told you this is my world, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, party people in the place to be. It's your boy MAZ.
You know it.
We in here.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Bang. What's
Man.
going on?
Same shit, different day, man. Caught up in this Call of Duty wave.
Oh man.
Who you telling?
Hey, it's been crazy.
Yeah. I've been on it too. I need to take a break actually because as soon as I'm on it, I'm good for at least like 4 or 5 hours, dog.
Look, remember you said that when we get on later on.
No, listen, let's do it.
For sure.
Skrills. What's going on, dog?
Big chillin'. I'm be honest, I'm a little concerned because y'all might be wasting too much goddamn time on that COD, but I need y'all here.
Nah, listen, just let us know when you need us here. We pulling up.
We can do COD here.
There you go. There you go. I like that.
Facts. And to the right, Lambo. Hi, the missus. What's going on? And then we got the young shooter, Chaz.
You know
What's going on? To the right of me, the guest of honor.
What up?
Yes, sir.
Real Texas Outlaw.
You did what I'm saying.
You feel me? Like
As Texas is just gonna get. You
listen.
did.
Out of Fort Worth, Texas.
Funky time.
You did.
We got Louie the singer.
I just wanna drink, I just wanna smoke, I just wanna blow my radio till the cops come knocking to tell me to turn it down.
He's like, man, he's got this Tupac thing going on. The ladies love him, and the guys want to be him. I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm not the tallest vato. I don't know if they want to be him. I'm nobody special. I can't downplay who I am because I'm from the hood, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have money growing up. That's it. And the reason I like that is because I want these youngsters to be able to relate to me so that they can say, I can do it too. And then God willing, man, 10, 20 years from now, there's 80 of me.
Yeah.
Straight up. What's
In
up,
the building,
up?
what's going on with it?
Man, blessed to be here, guys. Man, appreciate you.
No, blessed to have you, brother.
Listen, thank you for taking your time out. You're a very, very busy schedule. Man. You know what I mean? You said how long was rehearstal? You was doing rehearsal?
We had rehearsal today scheduled from 1 to 7.
Y'all heard that, so y'all keep that in mind. That's what I be talking about.
You talking about putting the work in?
That's what I be talking about. And that's for rehearsal. A lot of y'all niggas just get drunk and go. Rehearse, people.
You got to rehearse in order to put on the best performance possible.
For real.
That's what it's about, man.
You know what I'm saying? And before we get started, you blessed us with the premiere of your new video.
Yeah, we're gonna get to watch it together. Yeah.
So go and introduce the single and all that.
So a lot of people know that I release so much music, and it hasn't slowed down. But we waited at least a month and a half to announce a new one because it's my first release signed as a major artist.
Yes, sir. Talk about it.
Shout out.
I'm officially signed to Universal Music Group Nashville.
Yeah.
And, my first single is called Brothers, featuring Chris Perez.
Nice.
And, for those of y'all that don't know, Chris Perez has been in this game a long time. From Selena,
OG for sure.
Come on now.
Dinos, all the way down to the Chris Perez band. He's got his own Grammy. Like, the man is super talented. So for him to even want to work with me, and a man that I can now call friend, it's crazy to see where it's gone. But the song's called Brothers, and you're gonna get to see the video here. I creative directed all that, but it was filmed by KV. Shout out to my brother right there. We filmed a prequel to it, which is another song, a video that's gonna lead us to here. But this is the official release, Brothers, Louie TheSinger featuring Chris Perez.
Let's do it. Skrills, drop that, man.
He says we can get it done in 3. We can get it done in 3.
Oh no, y'all cooking.
No bullshit.
Listen, cinematic, dog. Like,
thanks, man.
Blood beats in my chicken.
Come on, man.
listen, anytime, you get the shirt off with the rain, bro. Come on, man.
The people he trusted left him cold, wanted everywhere he goes. I am when my gun don't jam, 'cause I can see the barrel shaking in his hand. I don't wanna do it, but I got the chance.
Oh yeah, you ride horses often.
For real,
Y'all
for
see how
real.
he
Yeah,
jumped
he jumped on that? Yeah, nah.
Yeah, immediately hopped on that thing, no grabbing in it. Yeah, got right up out of there.
Man, thank you, thank you.
Nah, for sure, for
Listen,
sure, for sure.
Come
for
on,
sure.
man.
That's
Incredible.
one of the ones, brother.
Incredible.
Thank
Very
you.
cinematic. Like
And you had your hand in the directive, man. I like that. I like that a lot, brother.
Yeah, I creative direct all my videos, man, because I know where it went. You know, I'm an artist. You know?
Yeah.
for sure. Only you could paint your own vision. You know what I mean?
I'm the only one that sees it.
Hey,
Yeah,
you
for
out there
sure.
painting, brother.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
For
that was
sure.
incredible, man. I mean, one thing, because I don't shoot music videos, but I'm a big fan of cinematography and
Yes.
storytelling. And you hit every mark,
Every
man. That was
Thank you, man.
incredible.
I can't wait till y'all see the prequel. It actually drops a day after Christmas, the 26th.
Okay, cool.
The song
Nice.
is called "You Can't Take an Outlaw Home," and it literally it's about a man that's pretty much telling his girl. The intro is me telling her like, I gotta leave this town. There's nothing here for me, and she's like, I'm here, and he ends up in a scuffle in a bar, and he loses the chain, his pendant, which is actually it's similar to this one. It's of my father, and yeah, that's actually the picture of the intro.
I seen that pic. That's hard.
That's hard.
And it's crazy. I go back to the bar to go find the pendant because I remember, where I had dropped it. And
Right.
when I get there, they said that there's a guy there that already said it was his. And when I go hit the corner from the bar to see him, it's actually JT Campos, the guy that tries to kill me in the second video. So it's crazy. It's just. But JT Campos is a really good friend of mine. He played Boaz on Queen of the South, and
Yeah.
when I was in prison, I was a big fan of that show, and he was my favorite character. So when I got out and we met and clicked, like it was like surreal. So him and then
That's what's
Alex, who's actually playing the main bad guy. He's a good friend of mine as well, and he had reached out ironically when we were casting for the video and was like, "If you need anything, I'm in." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, like right now, hold
Right.
up, dog. So just everybody, and then of course my security, his brother, which is my roadie. Everybody that's in the video is like, like
family,
right?
Yeah.
Straight up.
That's what's up, man. Like, that video was incredible. Very cinematic, and yeah, we're fans of. When back in music videos, when you told stories, you know what I'm saying?
Come on,
Like,
absolutely, man.
Right. Yeah, and I think
that's-
that maybe that growing up in that era is kind of what they did that to me, and I always look at it too, like, Paul and Luda had the similar story to where it was like, they wouldn't play me, so I became a DJ and played myself.
Exactly.
For me, it was like, man, I didn't get no movie roles, so I made my own little movies, so.
And you did that. you
Thank
did
you.
that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, if people are living under a rock, man, who is Louie TheSinger?
Man, I'm just a regular Vato, dog. I'm really nobody extravagant, man. Like, I don't even say off days because there's no really such thing if you're really chasing something, but on my days to myself, so to speak, when I'm with my kids, I'm at a ranch, I'm riding horses, working out horses.
Obviously, riding horses.
Obviously.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts. And I guess it helps out with the videos, but that's really like, what I like to do on my off time, and
Yeah.
I'm with the fam, you know what I'm saying? And, truth be told, that's something that I recently got back into, to just find my peace and find myself. But I'm a father first, man. Well, man of God first, father second,
Sure.
Music God comes third, but, man, I'm nobody special, man, but I like to make music. I like to make songs, tell my story through them, and create videos, and I love to perform, so.
Yeah. And speaking of music, man, early in your music career, correct me if I'm wrong, you started in R&B first.
I did R&B music. It was more like, some of it was R&B, but some of it was like soul R&B, which wasn't hard to translate when I did the country because it was like...
Both, not to cut you off, but like, it seems country and soul are real vulnerable music, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think having this twang, being from Texas and shit, it's like, people always be different, man. You talk weird or whatever, how they try to categorize it
Sure.
that ain't from Texas. And then when I started doing country, it made sense. They're like, oh,
Right.
okay, I get it, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, now you get it. But,
Right.
it's one of those things, man. Yeah, like, I started off doing R&B music when I was younger, and it's just one of those things when I evolved as a man. Like, it was just weird trying to sing, those same records. I wasn't 25 no more. Trying to,
You weren't trying to get no ass.
grind on the fucking, on the mic stand.
That's what it is.
And when I do, it's more on some grown man shit now.
Right.
With the country records, singing about. I got a song called EYA, Eat Your Ass. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
All right.
Hey, listen, big fan. That shit was fire. I heard it. I like the way you put the words together, though.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. No, but that's just way sticking
You know,
to the
it's
roots.
crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
My grandma was like, told my brother was like, you know, I heard the story from them.
Yeah.
She was like, you know, she's like, you know, he just dropped a new song. It's called EYA. He goes, Grandma, it's EYA. She goes, what do you mean? He goes, you know what that means, right? She goes, no. He goes, it stands for eat your ass. She goes, why would he do that? My brother should have told her, because Grandma, if he don't, somebody will. Oh shit!
That's wild, man.
Real one.
Nah, straight up. At least
Okay, ain't told no lie.
Oh, there you go right here. Oh man.
Yeah, I'll say, give me a snippet of this.
Yes, please.
You haven't heard it?
Nah, that's
Oh,
what I
man.
ain't heard.
You might have to fast forward because the intros, you know, I do my intro things on these a lot.
For sure.
With the acting and stuff, but
Hey, that face he made was a genuine reaction, man.
Come on.
Hey, he funny as hell.
I was gonna send a shot, but I'd rather shoot my shot, so my boots are red liner.
Okay.
But they should walk me out, cause if I open my mouth, I'll probably end up lying her. Oh yeah, baby, this might be much, baby, but you got me by the buckle, by the gun, baby. I'm more than enough, baby, yeah, I'm loaded up, baby. Wanna see your eyes when you see what I've been holding, baby. They wanna wine and dine you, I'm trying to 69 you. They wanna kneel in front of you,
Okay.
I gotta be behind you.
Yeah.
Buy you with that cash, I just wanna eat your never mind.
Hey, this motherfucker hard.
Yo.
Hey, I ain't gonna count 10 out of 10. That's a win for shit show.
All right, real quick. First and foremost,
man, thank you, bro.
Hey, good shit.
Thank you.
No, for sure.
That man got he got away with words.
Got away with words.
I was
brother.
about to ask you, man. Your pen game is immaculate.
Oh, thank you.
No, it's hard. It's hard. It's definitely hard. You can tell you was in the R&B esque sliding over. Man, this is fire.
Yeah,
This is some
the
top
outside
tier
record is the one that give me all the time. They're like, this sounds like R&B country, you know, and it's like, I guess so, you know. But some of the records are country, and you know, some of them are R&B country, some of them are soul country, some of them are hip hop country. You know,
Sure.
It's but it's always something country.
I was gonna say, I think does that play to your advantage that the fact that you were in the R&B lane and you actually created your own sound and you merged both worlds of R&B and country and made them your sound and to where you almost stand out from everybody else.
I definitely feel like I'm in my own lane, you know. And
For
that's
sure,
what, that's
for
what
sure.
the label felt, and that's what a lot of people felt. But I would say, yeah, it does help, you know, vocally. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I grew up riffing and running, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, with a falsetto, and now I don't even really need it. And it's crazy, but I have it, you know? So when the live shows come, we're here. I sit down and play a piano on stage, you know, with muscle shirt and a bunch of tattoos. People are confused as shit, you know what I'm saying?
I feel it.
I fuck with it, you know? So it's like, I don't know, man. To be honest with you, man, I don't really think about those things because I'm just trying to make music. You know, I'm just trying to feel good. Sometimes I don't even really write these songs for reaction. I write them because it's my therapy. I'm venting, and then you know, like Alcoholic, Just Be Me, and all those records. Like you know, Just Be Me. I wrote that really out of anger of just wanting to be alone, and here we are, 70-something thousand shares later. You know, and you know, millions of views later. It's like, man, I don't know. You know, I just wrote them really just wanting to be me, and that was it.
Yeah. I mean, that's incredible, man. The fact that you were able to resonate with you know the male demographic and then still be vulnerable enough to, you know.
Yeah. It's funny because my manager says that, like, I'll be like hearing their comparison, and I'm like, man, that's what y'all look at me like. Because he's like, man, he's got this Tupac thing going on. The ladies love him, and the guys want to be him. I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm not the tallest vato. I don't know if they want to be. But nah, like in all seriousness, it's like it's crazy because you know, like the label sees the following of the Latin American community, you know?
Right.
And then they also see the following of the women. But now that they're going to the shows, they realize like the crowd's not just Mexican anymore. It's Mexican, Black, White, Native American, Asian. Like it's really expanding further than what not that what I thought, because I never really thought or hoped for things. I just wanted to make music, you know? And so like when it got to where I'm at, man, people ask me like, how'd you do it? And I'm like, man, I have to pick up my head because I'm looking down working. You know, I'm not really looking at those things. I'm like looking down working, you know, and if I'm not working, then, you know, I'm with my family, you know, and I don't really look at, you know, the internet, I post, you know, make sure that things are getting engaged and, you know, the engagement is right. And all that's good, you know, but nah, dog, man, I ain't really here for that. You're like, I'm here to just make music and have a good time.
Like you said, having a crowd, first it was just, you know, Latin American,
right?
You know what I mean? But now you got, you know, white people, Black people, you know, listening to your stuff. I think a lot of it comes to making music that's relatable to a lot of those people and speaking for them.
100%. Like,
know?
and you don't realize it. And some people are like, some people want it, but they don't realize like having people relate to your music and you and go get through their day because they heard your song, right?
Right.
That's a responsibility.
Absolutely.
Like you're pulling people out of a hole that they weren't going to get pulled out of if it wasn't for this song that you wrote or this, or, you know,
Type shit.
you realize now that person is now probably waiting on your next song because they need to cry again, you know. And it's kind of like, it's weird because if anybody, and you know, I can't speak for other people, but I feel like I'm okay with that responsibility because, you know, I was always one of them people that used to cry, boo-hoo, why me? Why nobody gonna pull me out? Why nobody gonna help me out, you know? And slowly I realized I had to get myself out. So it only made my hands stronger. And when I looked at my hands, I realized it's because I was the one that was supposed to pull out people. And you can't pull out people if you was used to being pulled out. You know, you got to learn how to get out to show people how to get out. You know, so I did that and I learned that. And I realized that with my songs and my music that, man, I'm the guy that's supposed to pull them out. You know, I have these guys that have been through probably 10 times worse shit than I have ever had because they're older than me, their life experience. And they'll come to my shows and would be in damn near tears like, man, hey, your song that you wrote, this man, I almost took myself. Like in Odessa, it was the craziest thing he told me. He's like, I almost took myself, and if it wasn't for your song, one of those days, you know, I lost my son 6 months ago, bro. I just want to let you know. And I'm like, you want a picture? He goes, nah, I just wanted to tell you that, man. Can't wait for the show. And that was the most gangster shit I've ever heard. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
You didn't want no picture. He just wanted to shake my, he paid for a meet and greet and everything.
Yeah.
Like, that was it. And I was like, wow, this is a responsibility.
Yeah.
But I'm here for it, dog. Like I am, because I know what it's like to be lost.
I was just about to ask you that too. I was like, have you learned to accept that responsibility?
Yeah, I know what it's like to be lost, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck, like I said, I wish I had somebody pull me out, but it's okay, because I got it.
Now you're that guy with the keys and...
Man, I might not have all the answers, but I can help somebody, you know, a little bit. Even if it's just the one song, even if it's just the one little, hey, man, I know what's up, you know? Like,
yeah.
It's all it takes sometimes, you know, because some people don't want to... All it takes is sometimes for somebody to hear, oh, he's been through it too.
Yeah.
If he's good, I could be good.
For sure.
You know?
For sure.
For sure.
For sure. And I know. Speaking of, you know, stuff that you've been through, you know, you had your prison stint,
right?
As well, man. So you want to talk about that as far as, you know, pushing you to become the artist you are today?
Yeah,
if that played a part at all.
It definitely played a part.
But it always for
really
sure. That's what,
for sure. I think if it played any part, it played a part in changing me and making me a man. Because you know, I'm a big firm believer of you can't portray who you are as an artist if you don't know who you are as a person. Because who you are as a person is, you know, your music is a portrayal of who you are as a person. You don't know who you are as a man or a person, then you can't portray that. You know, you can't put that out. And so with the hell yeah.
I'm sorry. Before we continue, let's introduce. We got some new guests in the room.
My boy Babo and my boy Aldo, man, they're in the Chris Bettis band.
Okay,
two talented mofos, dog, and they're actually gonna be on stage with me in Fort Worth at my Billy Bob show. We've actually
tight.
We actually played for the first time together on stage at the Greek Theater in LA, opening up for George Lopez.
Nice,
you know. And,
that's hard.
It was their show. They actually brought me out to do the one song, and I was like in heaven for 3 minutes. I was like, you know, it's crazy, but not like just to have talented fools like that behind me playing, you know, it's kind of like
for sure.
And then they tell me they're like, "Oh, we're following you," and I'm like, "Fuck, I was following y'all." They're like, that's how it works. I'm like, I wish it didn't work like that.
Right.
Okay. But no, prison definitely turned me into man. And I'll be honest with you, it wasn't just prison. It was the prison and the after prison. Because when I got out, I got into more trouble, more shit, back into the wrong things. And then the fear hit me back like, oh shit, you want to go back,
man,
fool?
you finna go back to this bullshit. How long did you end up doing?
Just a couple years. I only did
That's
a couple
all it
years.
takes?
I only
telling folks, that's all it takes.
I only did, I had a 3-piece, but I did majority of it in prison.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So what led up to your situation, if you want to talk about it?
I went to prison for manufacturing and delivering cocaine, and then I had an assault.
You didn't hear him, the cocaine cowboy.
Yeah. Cocaine cowboy.
Hey, the music's real. What I'm telling you,
Come on, real Texas Outlaw shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I be telling folks, come up here. If you start being honest in your music go a lot further. Y'all hear what this man talking about?
Yeah, and it's crazy is most of the people talking about the outlaw shit really ain't done it. And the ones that don't want to talk about it.
Hey, you know what? I was about to say that, man, because I'm not a huge country fan, but I definitely listen to all genres.
Right.
And there is certain artists, you know what I'm saying, that obviously get songs written for them.
Correct.
Because they have the talent to sing them, but they don't actually come from that life.
Right.
And
I mean, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, one thing that I've gotten from your music, man, is that everything I hear is just I don't even got to ask you to confirm that it's probably like firsthand.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
like
saying?
It depends on what
Louie.
you ask. I might
Statute
just-
limitations and all that. Like,
There
we
you
get
go. Yeah. The word allegedly will get thrown around.
Hey,
No, for
enough
sure.
said.
for sure. Enough said, man.
Now, I mean, like I say all the time, man. There's been outlaw country music, and now there's outlaws doing country music. You know, so here we are. You know, and if there's a problem, no problem.
Listen, something still don't need to be explained.
You feel me?
We'll keep it moving.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I'm just here
Yeah.
to make music, but yeah, the prison stint definitely, you know, it pushed me forward to just saying, you know what, man, I'm tired, man. I lost my daddy to that life. You know, I lost the homies to the life. A lot of cousins, you know, half these fools tatted on me. I'm never gonna see again, God willing, you know. But it just is what it is, and you know, it's like I keep it real with everybody, man. I wasn't just out there straight thugging all the time. You know what I'm saying? I was a good dude at one point. I really was. Like when my son was first born, I was the clean cut, trying to be an R&B cat, like live right, had a regular job. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't just out there banging like that. You know, in high school I had, you know, my runs. I went to 12 high schools, running around, throwing hands. That's what it was.
Damn.
Yeah, I really did. And then when my son was born, I was about 19. I moved back on the deal and came back. I was actually a clean cut dude. I don't want people to think like, oh man, I was just this crazy thug troublemaker whose fucking parents didn't teach him no fucking kind of manners.
Sure.
I mean, my daddy taught me, you got a problem, fix it. Somebody's in your way, move them. That was not how you live life. My mama was the one that was really on me, and she wanted better for me, and she played the bad guy until I was 30 in my early 30s, and realized like, you know, damn, you're the one that cared the most. You know, and I love my mother for that. So, because you know, without that, I'd be nothing. But
Where you think the shift happened?
when I started fucking up,
Yeah.
it was definitely around 23, 24 when, you know, I signed a bad deal, whatever, you know, but I needed to get back to the money, and I knew one way to get it, and I went back to doing that shit, you know, because the first time I got in trouble with drugs, I was 17, and I was in a stolen car with some drugs. And that was my first trials. You know, in Texas, you get trials at the door at 17.
Right.
And boy, I was gone. I remember that day I was out for to go to juvie. They said, hell no. I said, damn.
They said juvie.
Juvie.
They said,
Please.
you mean back that ass up. That's what you talking about. Because you ain't talking about juvie hall.
Yeah, no,
Because you should have
shit,
got
no.
the big boy jail, my boy. I said, damn, this is crazy.
Damn it, man.
But, you know, that was, you know, that's the early stuff. And, you know, but as I got older, man, I just started, man, being out there, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was what it was, you know, running around with the primos and shit, back involved with drugs, selling drugs, moving around, shit, making shit happen, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, there's, all I can say is in that life, there's multiple ways to make money, you know what I'm saying? And I definitely made it as many ways as I could. And I just learned real quick that, man, fast money go fast, just like everybody knows. And, you know, like, my poor baby, my oldest, I love him to death, you know, and I'm just trying to steer him the right way, but all he knew was the older me, you know? And it's like one of those things, now I'm having to deal with that, you know, and it's okay because, you know, I got it right now, but I definitely do look back and I'm like, damn, I could have done this better. But I get now, it's part of the story.
Sure.
I get it now. That back then, I didn't know what the fuck was going to go on or what was going to happen because I remember being lost for 3 days in a hotel room, you know, hustling out that motherfucker and just, you know, lost on drugs, man, and just being like, damn, you know, this is it. This is your rest of your life. This is it right here. And then, you know, my dad, he OD'd, and that was, we were like brothers, and it was right before I went to prison. I came back. I got back involved in certain things because I couldn't get a job, dog. Nobody would hire me.
Man,
because
that's
I went
the story.
For violence and for drugs, you know?
And they not trying to hire no violent offenders at all.
Nah, or ones involved with drugs because they feel like we're going to get that first check and just go
And
re-up.
get the fuck on.
And be right. I ain't gonna lie,
No
I never
bullshit.
see that first check and be like, man, I really don't need this job. Right?
I swear to God.
But man, it was one of those things where it's like, man, you know, is this what you want for the rest of your life? You know, and I'm like, man, I don't even know if I have the rest of my life. You know, everything just started hitting me, and I'm like, you know, you want to go to your pops for advice. That's how I was, and I didn't have that no more. And it hit me like, man, your sons are asking you questions. And then I'm like, well, I don't have the answers. But then I'm like, man, were you gonna abandon them the way your dad did you? I love my dad, but man, he took the easy way out. He ran into drugs and he was gone. And so now here I am, you know, figuring it out by myself. And then I realized as I was doing those little things by myself, I became a man. I started answering my own questions, and I stopped asking other people and just went to go do it. You know, when my hands were cold, I didn't fucking complain. That was it, you know, and here we are, you know. I started just writing music again on the side, went through a fucked up breakup, and here I am, man. God, like in front of y'all. I
You
can't
are
even call it.
thriving, man, for sure.
I can't call it. Like I really can't. Only thing I can tell you is God is real.
No, that's a
Yeah,
fact.
that's for sure. For sure that.
Oh man, look, and then when it comes to the music, dog, like say, let's play devil's advocate here. You have a hit that you know that's in your back pocket, which I'm sure you keep a lot of hits ready to in
For sure.
in the clip ready to go.
It sound like it.
But for a certain fee, you wouldn't let one of them go.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm here to feed my family, not just feed my ego.
Real one.
Okay,
Real one.
real one.
No, straight up. Like I wrote a duet that I had a girl duet demo the other day, weeks ago, and my family was like, "So what girl are you gonna have on it?" I'm like, "Shit." You ask the real question, what girl, what guy, man? Because if they come talking about Morgan Wallen and Lainey Wilson singing this song,
come on now.
man, be like, what? What you want to do, Lou? Shit. What I want to do? I want to get paid.
Exactly.
Let's
Come
go,
on, man.
bro. Not to honestly, you want me to tell you the real truth behind that?
Yeah.
I want my accolades to build as a songwriter. Like
Yeah,
I really do.
really?
I want a real mark in music. Like for real. Like Chris Stapleton is one of the biggest artists in the world, right?
Great
Country,
artist,
right?
man.
Yeah.
One of the biggest songwriters you ever know.
Yeah.
He's wrote Luke, James, Jason Aldean, everywhere. He's wrote for everybody, bro. And I want to have a mark in music. I don't want to just come do music. I want to have a mark in music. I want people to be like, man, that's a badass song.
I like
and then
that.
just whisper over and be like, I wrote that.
I wrote that, right?
Yeah, hey, look. Them be the ones right there. Like, oh, you like that?
You like that?
Play another record for
hey,
him.
hey,
He
I
like,
said-
hey, man, this record's hard too. I
You
know.
gotta say
know.
it slow though, so that you like that. In the Barry Manilow voice.
Not the Manilow.
Nah, Louie do this, bro. He
Yeah.
do this shit.
Hey, no, it's my favorite part of it. Be like, man, shit.
Two-part question, because country isn't. You got like country fans who are like George Strait, right?
Right.
And then you got this new version of country that's like the young kids who grew up with hip hop, but then like steered towards their roots, which was country.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? And they kind of fuse the two together, and now you guys are making the music similar to like the hip hop and cumbia joints that like
Yeah, I didn't
OT
think
and them
about
is
that.
doing. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like we're all.
I feel like all the music's doing that though.
Yeah,
all,
but-
all music is kind of just like fusing together. Because R&B don't sound like R&B no more. They're taking very
It
rap-ish
sure
ways. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and but what I'm saying is that like we were kids, right, doing music that our parents were like, don't do that,
Right.
kill that noise, and now we gravitated towards ultimately what they wanted us to do, which was like our roots. You know what I'm saying?
And it's a mixture of what we liked.
Exactly.
Right.
No,
And-
you're 100%
yeah, for sure.
right. They ask me all the time who I was influenced by. I tell them, the Selenas of the world, Garth Brookses of the world, and the Michael Jacksons of the world. That don't make
Okay,
no
then.
sense unless you're from Texas. You know?
Nah, that's a fact. Nah, that's
Hey, when you say that though on some shit, it kind of only makes sense
Yeah,
like
I
that.
saw that dog, bro. If the music goes from Luke Combs to Mike Jones over to Selena and to Mike, nobody's gonna look over and be like, "Who's got the music?" Everybody's
Right.
gonna keep.
They gonna be like, oh, it's going up in this
nah.
month.
That's my wife's playlist right now.
You see it? You feel me? Can I be starting something? Foes I'm tipping.
Yeah.
Right, damn near right after that.
like straight up.
Yeah, because I think the other day, I think we was rolling around, and then I think like and she had like Jenny Rivera on, and then like after that it was like Genuine. I was like, yo, that's a hell of
SZA out of left field.
SZA of the. I'm like,
Bruh.
that's a hell of a rotation.
Yeah, my wife doing her makeup. That's exactly what she be listening to. Her shit is so, man. What?
Yeah, and it's a thing, bro. I mean, it's cool. Like my manager says it all. Lorenzo says it all the time. He's like, man, you're right on time.
Yeah,
And I'm like, man, I guess I wasn't even trying to be
Nah,
here.
for real, he ain't lying.
I thought I'm always late, so I don't. Traffic's a motherfucker.
Boy,
no,
you
but-
speaking to the king of late. Hey, I'm
And I
gonna
feel
do
bad
it.
because I beat him here. Shit. My bad.
man, listen, but like it's cool to see that the genres, you blending your own and creating your own sound. Because I've always said, to artists, if you want to be noticed or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like you have to create your own sound. Yeah. And I want to say for you, I guess I want to ask you, when did you know it was time for you to transition from R&B to what you're doing now?
I never really tried to transition from R&B. Like,
It
just
something that
happened?
just happened. Wasn't even like a
I did a
conscious.
song about my dad when he passed away in 2018.
Uh-huh.
And I thought the beat was kind of like singy, like, rockish kind of. I don't know what the fuck it was. And I sang on it, and it was called I'm Glad I'm Home. And then when I got out in 2020, I did a song called I Do It Anyway. And it was literally like, I thought it was like R&B-ish. Dude, the beat said Post Malone type beat. And all I did was literally straight up.
Goddamn,
It
Skrill.
started off with, I'm trying to drink a beer, and while I drank a beer, he's on the jukebox. And they were like, he looks like a North Houston rapper, but it sounds country. We love it. And I'm like, that's how it went viral. I'm like, man,
Hey, look, low key, I was just about to say, I seen you go viral like a while
like
ago.
on TikTok, yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm about to hit like 100 million views on TikTok.
No bullshit. I seen him go viral a while ago.
And it's crazy because I was just trying to do like my own music. Like I was just singing on beats, and they were like, you sound country. And I'm like, I'm from Texas, fool. And they're like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and they're like, well, but you're Mexican. I'm like, and?
Right.
They're like, man, that's, and then it's funny because, you know, I don't fucking know. That people always got their opinions, and I'm confused. So I wasn't trying to make my own sound, man. I was just doing what I do.
Doing what you love.
You know? And then the song came out, and it was about my dad, you know? So
For sure.
when people heard the story, and I started going live on TikTok more, what it was is I would have a few beers, and I would start venting. And they'd be like, I didn't build followers, I built a following.
Yeah.
People started relating to me, and they started like fucking with me, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, like I'm a fuck up. I'm a piece of shit. I used to be a womanizer.
Nigga in the back, me
lying
too,
motherfucker.
brother.
Well, no, what it was is my
For
following
real.
was women. And they would be like, the fact that he is admitting this, that's why we love you. And I'm like, what? Like, I am telling you, I was a womanizing, lying piece of shit, and I'm trying to get better. And they were like, that's why we love you. And I'm like, all right. And then I realized, like, I mean, this is who I am. Like, man, I'm really trying to recover from being a low life. And people were like, we fuck with it. Sing about it. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
And here we are. I went through a really fucked up breakup, man. And I got my karma all back from this one girl. And she didn't even give me a
God
good
do it.
song. She gave me a good album. And no, that's how bad.
That's how God do it.
Talk
That's how
about
bad. That's how. I mean, it's really nothing crazy. Like, you know, like karma's a motherfucker. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? And Big Boy Hit said it. He goes, you don't mean to give karma to other people and wish bad on them and make them go through shit. You just kind of work, and then it happens.
Right.
You know, like I'm in Houston, dude, and I'm doing a halftime show for the Houston Texans, right? And my manager Lorenzo goes, I don't want to tell you, but I gotta. You know, he talks like this.
Right, right. Yeah,
Batman. What sound like Bane?
He's like, I don't want to. He said, "You merely adopted the dog. I was born in it." I gotta tell him that shit.
Vega gonna see this shit, man.
Oh my God.
Hey, shout out to Bane Vega.
No, for sure.
Vega McMahon.
Vega McMahon.
Don't
Yes,
tell
sir.
him that. He'll get hyped. He's a Vince McMahon fanatic.
I know, and he gonna,
Oh, man.
he gonna cut a promo right after
He's
this.
gonna cut that out of here and go, Vega McMahon, welcome to the stage.
Like,
No
y'all heard that.
chance.
Like he's yeah. So Vega, we're on the tour bus and we're
Yeah.
heading from El Paso. I had a show out there at Chucotown in West Texas, and we're heading down to Houston, Texas. And Vega goes, I don't want to tell you, but
The voice, go ahead. I'm sorry.
he says my ex's name, and we're not gonna bring it up.
Yeah, for sure.
No free clout. And so I said, so he says she's in town right now, and I don't want to tell you because I know you're gonna be like, wow, but she was at a club event and her boyfriend just beat up like 6 chicks. And I'm like, what
the fuck?
What? I'm like, wow, for somebody that claims that she went through some bullshit, you being with that man shows you didn't.
You went and got with a monster.
That's crazy.
Oh man, so apparently he's beating up chicks at a club while I'm in town doing a halftime show at an NFL game and on the radio. You know, so it was like
Surrounded by
and
chicks.
you know what's crazy? When they told me that they had heard that she was like going through certain things, dude, Lorenzo tell you straight up, almost like and this is me keeping it gangster. Like I teared up. I was like, man, I reach out to her, tell her I said I hope she's okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she knows how she did me and she knows what's up. But I've always kept the gangster with her where it's like, man, I hope you're happy. Even if it's not with me. Like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You did what you did. And it's hard to talk about, but man, fuck it. You know what?
For sure.
That's literally my karma because I know what I was before I met you. And I committed to a woman and that did me the way she did me. And the reason I got that was because of the way I was before her. I was
Right.
Necio, dog. You know what I'm saying? I was Necio, bro.
Cheers, man.
My Necio's right there, dog.
Straight up.
Like, you know, so it's crazy just to see how karma works because I was on that end of karma before, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like God, you know, so it's like, you know, like with that situation, I go through that breakup, bro, and I start writing these songs, man. And I had wrote this song that went viral for me on TikTok because it starts off talking about Starbucks. It says, Starbucks in the morning never woke me up like it used to. And it's literally talking about how we used to get Starbucks together, but it doesn't wake me up like it used to. All the workers in the drive-thru always expect to see you. And it was a real story, dude.
And I believe
when they would ask me, "Oh, where's your other half?" Oh, I was so fucked up. I was like, "Oh, she cheated on me."
I said, "I'm gonna stop fucking coming here."
Mind your goddamn business.
That's where she is. She's out there gobbling on a ham. He seen that and was like, "No."
I looked over and I was like, "No." Just look at Kobe. Just look at Kobe.
Hey, look, Kobe's trying to console you. It's all right, my boy.
It's all right. It's all right, my boy.
Hey, Nipsey's like, just wear it well, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, the Ninja Turtles are like, we feel you. You know? Fuck. No, so, dude, it got so bad that I would order. I'll be like, no, she's at the house. Matter of fact, let me get her a drink as well.
You weren't going around saying like
it
that.
It was so
Lou.
bad that by the time the reason I stopped doing this because I ran out of room in the fridge. It was that bad. There was about 20
you were
of
storing
them.
the drinks?
Dude, yeah, bro, what was I gonna do? Drink them?
No, throw them shits away. You weren't even supposed to buy them in the first place.
I was depressed. It was bad.
Look, I had a cap for the hose, and as soon as you pulled out the drive-thru,
I fall
threw that other
asleep.
cup of bitch.
Hey, I should have did that, but I remember so bad. I remember just staring at the drink like, in case she comes home. You know what I'm saying? But what's crazy is I'm the one that kicked her out, knowing damn well she wasn't. She was states away. And I'm like, man, I don't know, maybe. You never know.
Never know.
You never know. But
You gonna fuck her stomach up, she come back, drink that.
I knew she wasn't coming
You
back.
not finna eat that butt. Old Starbucks gonna tear that ass up, boy.
Nah, she actually drank the mango fruit juice drink, so it was kind of
The
cool.
cold press joints?
It was like one of the I don't know, with the little, I don't know, shit I don't drink. So it was some
If they come in that
female
plastic
shit.
joint, them shits is fire.
It was some female shit, but it was crazy because I knew she wasn't coming back. She was broke and I was broke, so I wasn't flying her home. You know, I wasn't flying her back. Nor was she coming back. You know, but it was just one of those things that I ended up writing so many songs about the fucking breakup to where, man, I was just going through it.
Yeah.
But slowly but surely, I started getting it off, and then I start having this new me back, and I'm cool back again, you know? And then I start writing I just want to drink, I just want to smoke, I just want to blow my radio. Before you know it, people are like, hey, me too, you know? And, you know, that song in particular was like one of the shifting moments in my life because my mom had heard before it came out, and it said, even my mama can't stand the side of my face, but I'll be all right, I'll be okay as long as I drink it away. And my mom was like, that's the stupidest song ever. Nobody's gonna like that and support it. Man, biggest one. And so it was crazy. But my mom, you know, my mom loves me.
Of course.
You know, she understands now, but there was so many things that happened. Like I almost went back to prison. I had caught 4 more charges, like about 2 years, about around that time. And it was, I was out with my cousin or whatever, you know, I caught 2 assault cases, some other shit. And then, long story short, I wrote a song called Sending Me Back. And it was a country song about going back to prison. It went fucking viral because my family was there with the pinche banda and everything at the gravesite. And we were just going to be filming there, but they were there. And my grandma's there with all my cousins with the tent and the banda.
Oh, no, that's hard.
So it was a country song, but people were like, oh, you're really Mexican. I'm like, I fucking told you.
What more do you got to show and what more you got to prove,
my
right?
family's from Jalisco, dog. Like, I mean, it doesn't really get more Mexican than that. You know?
So
and not only
the
that, we're
country
from-
people not embrace the Mexican culture or what? Is that one of them things?
I don't really know, but I mean, at this point, I don't have a
Mexican people I
choice.
know love country music.
I mean, it started. I mean, put it this way, like from what I've learned is because a lot of Mexicano cats will tell me, they'll be like, "Bro, I've always loved country and loved jamming to it, but now I feel comfortable doing it." And I'm like, man, you know what's crazy is like I think that they were waiting for somebody to stand up and be like, "Hey, man, we like this shit too." Matter of fact, I sing it. What's up?
That's
you know?
why. That's why he said you right on time.
There are a lot of Mexicanos that sing country music. Don't get me wrong, but they cater to what is.
Yeah.
I'm just being me, man. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about being a voice for the people, as far as Mexicanos and like Mexican Americans, you have to be one of us.
Yeah,
for sure.
You know, and I hate to say it, but there's people that, you know, were on the law enforcement side of things that do country music, and it's all love, but I'm just using this as an example.
Yeah.
I was enforced by the law.
Yeah,
You know what
so
I'm
we
saying?
can hear that you a
We're a
police
lot
ass
more
nigga.
relatable when it's like, damn, he is like me, fool. You know, it's like one of those things where it's like, man, you know, doing this music, it's cool because anybody, as long as you got a voice, can actually do the records and stuff like that. But coming from the background, coming from the loss, coming from the failure, coming from, you know, the struggle, and then doing it, you know, I wish I didn't go through half of that shit. But you know what? Now that people feel like they can stand up to, I'm glad I did. You know, so they didn't have to.
That's incredible.
Man, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like,
No, real talk.
No, real.
yeah,
That's real.
yeah. Real quick, so like,
That throws me off so bad. I'm sorry, bro, because you be talking. I'm like, who is this?
oh man,
Which one? He's in there, and I'm like, dang. I'm like, that ventriloquism shit is real.
Look, every time Skrill's talk, I'm gonna start
Man,
doing this shit to fuck him up.
Just start pointing like,
That's fucked
come
up,
on,
bro.
nah, Mazi, I told you, bro, I gotta get out there, bro. This is not usually how we do it, how we did it.
right?
But nah, man,
up.
because what I was gonna say is that, like, growing up, man, like, going back to like 2009, me and the homies was you know, we were in a 300 banging Gucci Man Swing My Dope.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then like 2 years later, bro, I see it's funny enough, my homie Louie, right? I see him like 2 years later, my man got a lifted truck, wearing a hat, and just bumping country.
Right.
Threw me the fuck off because I was like, it was weird at first, right? But
Right.
then to your point, we had been listening to this, but low key.
Yeah.
Because country
Yeah.
wasn't,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, Swing My Dope.
It wasn't really cool.
Nah, for real.
It wasn't like what you would call cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not only that, like as Mexican Americans, man, like when we get older, man, we don't want to dress like how we used to. Like my son, man, I got out of prison. We walked down the mall talking about, we both at the same time, man, that looks fly. And it hit me like, man, I'm dressing like my kid. He ain't dressing like me. I'm dressing like my kid. But then it just I felt weirder, you know, dressing like, you know, as I got older, you know, we start dressing like what we grew up seeing. You know, I put on the boots, you know what I'm saying? My dad, you know, my brother has them now, but I had my dad's boots. You know, like, you know, my brother has my dad's boots. I started wearing the boots, you know, I started wearing, you know, the belts, the buckles, the hats, you know what I'm saying? And then I wanted to do my music again, and now it sounds like this. You know, it's just, like I said, music is a portrayal of who you are, and here I am.
Man, that's what's up.
And then speaking of who you are, and then, you know, with the music you're doing with the UMG Nashville deal, you know what I'm saying? You want to talk about that process on how they even seen you and discover who you were and was like, yo,
Man.
we want to make something happen.
Yeah, I mean, truth be told, man, we had about 5 majors all on the phone.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, Interscope, Epic, Universal, Jimmy Humilde, who runs Rancho Humilde, and Capital. They were all on the phone. And then it got to the point where it was just kind of like, man, nah, I'm good. And I let people know, like, man, like, y'all not gonna like how this sounds, but you can't buy me. Like, this isn't something that you can buy. And my biggest thing with them was, you know, like, fuck raising the number. Let's fix the stipulations. I want creative control. I want to own all my back catalog.
Yes.
I want to own how these records get released. I want to control the music videos. I want to control everything, because if y'all like the fact that I have the voice and being able to move the people, and y'all don't want to lose that, don't change me. Because the moment you do, they're going to fucking smell it, and they're going to feel it, and they're out. And I don't blame them, because I am too.
For sure. Niggas show can smell a scam. This smells created.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, it's like, he smells like off-brand tortillas. I'm good.
Ain't no bullshit. They said, no, this ain't the real one no more,
Yeah,
man.
so it's like one of those things where I just said, you know what, I want to stay true to who I am, because this is what started me. And then plus, not to mention, like, you know, like, what do you tell a man that's already selling X amount of tickets throughout his first tour, you know what I'm saying, that's already touched about 1 million off of himself? You know, you're not going to tell him, hey, we got money for you. He's going to be like, cool, I got my own. You know, like, and what's crazy, I'm not a kind of guy that spends money or wants money, bro. Like, I'm clearly wearing a muscle shirt from Target right now.
Yeah.
I think this is probably Walmart, but I'm gonna say Target to make me look.
Target,
you know, higher, a little more
You know,
bougie.
I was sponsored, so these boots and everything were given to me. Justin, you know, we're about to announce the collaboration with them. You know, like these things, you know, I'm blessed, you know, so
For sure.
I don't spend money on dumb shit. I'm not that guy. You know what I'm saying? So what do you tell a guy that doesn't care about money? Well, you got more money? He's gonna say, cool, you got more reason for me not to give a fuck.
Right.
But Universal Music Group made me feel so comfortable. They made me feel like they made me believe it. I understood that they actually care about me and my brand, about how I got here. You know, because like I said, I want to be, it's okay with wanting to be a voice for the people, but you got to be one of the people, and I want to remain one of the people. Like, I don't got to be up at 6 o'clock on my off day, so to speak. I am.
Yeah.
I'm up at 5:45 just to be at the ranch by X amount of time. My son works at the ranch now, you know? So that's something I chose to do. And I just don't want these labels changing none of that because that's just who I am, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like this whole life is crazy. Now the beer sponsorships are gonna start, the endorsements are starting to come in.
Come on now.
And I remember, you know, at one point in my life, they're like, Louie, maybe you should slow down the drinking and put the beer out your hand. And now they're fucking paying me to put it in my hand. Like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? So with UMG, man, I felt so uncomfortable, and they were the first label and the only label for me to walk into a meeting and there'd be fucking 15 to 20 people in the room. It said talk, man. And it's funny, the CEO of the label, she was like, you ran that fucking room. Like, she was like, you know, because I've always been firm with what the fuck I want and what I know. And, you know, and if y'all are here to have my back, man, shit, let's go. And she told me, she's like, Louie, if you let me, I will put you on my back and I'll run you through every door in Nashville and let them know he's with me. Yeah. CEO of UMG Nashville, Cindy Mae. Shout out to Cindy, man.
Yeah, that's hard. Shout out.
And Chelsea Blith, who was at Def Jam for 10 years, part of Kendrick's, you know, camp, all that.
Yeah.
Like all kinds of stuff. She's actually the one that reached out to us. Wow. She's, I believe, the VP of A&R. She was actually the one that reached out. She's actually in that photo to my left. And then to my right is the CEO. Wow. And to my behind me, the taller white dude is actually the VP. No, he's the COO. Apologize. Okay. And then Ron's in the back, the swole dude. He's the attorney. And then Laura, I believe, is to Cindy's right. And then there's Lorenzo back there being cool.
Being cool, being
No,
Vega McMahon as always and playing the same.
He looked like Bane right there, though.
Don't he? I was just finna say that. You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
He's Bane McMahon.
Bane McMahon, gotcha.
Speaking of Vega in actual pictures, man, that picture of him on the gram. Vega, what the fuck was you doing in that interview round? Why was you sitting like that?
Yeah, oh, twisted.
Man, what the... Look, when you came in here, I was gonna sit like this just to do the interview for a second, for the very beginning. So yeah, you know what I'm talking about? I was like, boy, what the fuck you got going on, man? That looks so uncomfortable.
Oh man,
yeah,
no, that's funny.
But yeah, that's how the UMG thing came about, man. And I was just super comfortable with them, and they came to my show in Dallas. They met my mom and stuff, like just showing when they saw who I really was. They showed me who they really were, and we met in the middle, and, you know, I told Cindy, I said, man, you take a chance on me. I ain't going to let you down. You load it up, I'm going to bust it. You fucking saddle it up, I'm going to ride it. Let me know. Here we are.
I like that. Here we are. And I was going to say, and then also with the first single that's getting ready to drop, which you heard earlier, man, you want to talk about that process, linking up with Chris and all that?
So I went on Facebook and I put, who wants to hear me do a song with Chris Perez, right?
And the whole world shouted yes.
Yeah. And then Lorenzo, they were like,
why not, right?
Hell yeah. And so Lorenzo was like, text me. And mind you, at this point, me and Lorenzo hadn't spoken almost a year. Yeah. You know, truth be told, and Lorenzo tells this story too, I had actually cut Vega out of everything I was doing for a year.
Really?
Whenever me and my ex split up, he was still kind of keeping them doors open over there because she used to do music. She used to. Fast forward, I said, man, I've always cut off people for you. Anybody had a problem with you, I cut them off. You ever had problems, you called me, I was on the way. The story went like this. I said, you know what? Me and you are done, my boy. This is where it cuts. I was on my way to Albuquerque for a meet and greet. And I said, but I'm going to tell you right now, dog, a year from now, the tables are going to turn. I don't know how, but I feel it. And I was just arrogant me, pissed off, high at the world. And Vega calls me, actually, and this was about 6 months ago. He goes, can I tell you something? I said, what's up? He goes, something's really been bothering me. I said, what's up? And he goes, do you remember a year ago when you were venting to me? And I go, no. He goes, you said this, and that. And I go, I did? He goes, yeah. You fucking called it. And I was like, I guess I did. It was pretty cool. And then I don't even know what the fuck it was about, but I just remember being like, that's cool. What are you doing? And he was just like, motherfucker, I'm telling you, it's earing me out. It's like really freaking me out. You called it. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. What are you doing? And the question was about Chris. So he calls me. He's like, send me the record. I'll get it done. Yeah. How you been? And I'm like, I've been pretty good. What's up? And he was like, congrats on everything. I'll get it done. Send it to me. So I sent him the song, and I actually got to hear Chris's background story on it when he was in LA, and we were all having some drinks after the show, and Chris was like, man, because his cousin had actually asked him, was like, how did y'all link up? Yeah. And Chris goes, his manager sends me the song. He goes, oh, country song? I don't really know, let me check it out. He said that he heard my voice and was like, dude, I'm down. Like, I'm in. This is cool. Nice. This is different. So Chris ends up fucking jumping on the song, but we end up all in the studio, and then the whole band pretty much starts jumping on it, their ideas.
That's
Even
hard.
John jumped on the background vocals, man, and it gave it that extra oomph. Like there was so much. I mean, Joey on the drums, Hothead jumps on the bass, dude. Like it was just like such a big thing to where the record started getting even bigger. Gabe Parker and Sick With It ended up doing some electronic production on it as well. Some programming on it, and we ended up knocking the record out in Austin. In Orb Studios.
Orb Studios, man. Shout out Orb Studios. They're my people, bro.
Yeah, so I ended up driving out there. We knocked out the song out there.
It's a good ass studio.
As far as like the instruments and everything.
Yeah.
And then they started talking about video, and I'm like, man, I've got a crazy idea. Just hear me out. And then that's when I wrote that. And then of course Vega's like, why don't you do that? Because that sounds like a lot. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Let me do it. And we knocked out that video, man, and it was just one of those things.
That jail scene in Trailer Park?
No, we actually shot that all in a studio, like in a big ass production studio in Buda, Texas.
Yeah, I know Trailer Park Studios.
Is that what it is called?
Yeah, it's called Trailer Park.
They had a rain. They have a rain rig
Dan
there.
to L. My people Dan own that shit.
What's his name?
Dan.
That's him.
Yeah,
I
hell
believe
yeah.
so. Yeah, so
I
shout
could
out
tell
to
when
them,
I seen the scenery, I said, "Oh, man,
really?
yeah,
I
my
got
people's
there,
fine."
dude, and I saw that shit there, and my mind went.
Bro,
And
it's
I-
hard. He got
and
a lot
I
of
wrote
shit
it on
in
the.
there.
I wrote all that stuff on the spot.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So
Nice.
even the scripts you see, I write all those.
That's hard.
Yeah, thanks, man. So, the Chris Perez record happened like that, but for us to vibe, you can't pay for that. Me and Chris ended up fucking with each other, dog, and we ended up going to Nashville together. He went to the
Nice.
meetings with me. He played in LA with me when I met Cool J, Big Boy, and all them.
Oh,
yeah, man,
nice.
yeah, it was crazy. Like, so Chris was with me for that. Like, I got one right now. But I'll need one too. So Chris was there for a lot of this stuff, man, and like just to have him, the text message starting off with like, "Hey, bro, if you ever need something, call me."
I'll
Because
take it.
man, gracias, bro.
Yes, sir.
For him to call me
Still
and be
got
like,
some in here. I don't know if you're going to
"Nah,
finish
I'm
it.
good on it, man.
Oh, okay,
Thank
cool.
you." For him to call me and just be like, "Yo, if you got any questions, man, or concerns, call me, please, please, please." And then he hooked me up with a good attorney. Like Chris has just been a good friend in this industry, and
That's good.
it's cool because he doesn't really like being the front guy, but it's crazy because he's built for it. He just, he don't want to be. It's just because he's so talented. It's like
Right.
kind of freakishly talented. Like the whole band is, but you see Chris and he's just like, just chilling. But he's that good, and you're kind of like, dog, do you know how good you are? Right. It's kind of creepy, But to see people that good and be that humble about it, I mean, I have no room to talk, so it's kind of like. I get to it gives me more reason to just shut the fuck up and do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool, to have Chris around. So, that's us at Universal Music Group Studios.
Yeah.
The final meeting that we had with the
That's
label
Vega's
before I
favorite
signed.
pose, ain't it?
Yeah, right.
Right.
Straight up.
So let me ask you this, Louie. Just give me a quick, if you can explain such a thing, man. Like, artists work so long and so hard as far as to be able to make it, right, quote unquote. And
Right.
There was a video that I saw, I think, shortly after y'all announced it, where it was like a little recap or whatever of y'all actually going there and having a meeting and all that. But if you can give me like, what did it feel, man, to be able to like get in a position to essentially take care of yourself, your family potentially? I mean, I know you're still working at it, but like being able to, I think I saw in a previous interview that you employ homies that you took from, back in the day and just brought them with you.
Yeah.
And they're operating alongside you in this. Like, how does that feel, man, to be able to be the provider of that kind of life? You know
Which
what I'm
is
saying?
very, very dope, by the way.
For sure.
It's emotional, to be honest, and it's a responsibility. Man, truth be told, I still drive down the same freeways that I used to do dumb shit, with a car full of dumb shit.
Yeah.
And I break down sometimes realizing like, damn, it's over. Like it's really over. Like when the thing you thought was never gonna be over, it's over. And, my goal was, with my security in particular, I told them last year, I was like, man, the goal is for next year for y'all to be, full on with this, quit your jobs and, you work for me. With my boy Josh, he was the number one there in the beginning. And, when I got out and I was still doing certain dumb things, he would vest up and he would be out there with me. And sometimes I didn't know if we'd you know, how those nights went in. And I feel like a coward, you know, bringing another man into my bullshit. But he had my back, and so did his brother. And it meant a lot for me to be able to say, you know what? Tell him you quit. Tell him you put in that 2 weeks notice, and I got you. You know, the year didn't even end, and we did that. And,
That's real.
you know, starting even
that's
next
what's
year
up.
with him and his brother, they start a salary to where, you know, it's just, this is what we do, you know.
Wow.
And every time we, you know, there's even times where they remind me, and I look over, I'm like, what you doing? He goes, I'm waiting for you to pray, you know, for the food. And it's the main thing we always say is thank you for the opportunity for us to do what we love. And, you know, biggest thing for me is when I tell him, he's like, we got anything this week? I'm like, take the next 3-4 days off. And I look at his Snapchat and he's running around with the kids. And that's what I wanted for all of us, you know, for us to be with our kids and have no financial worries. Because everybody can say it's not about the money, but the truth is that's what we eat off of.
Right.
You know, that's what this fucking system is built off of. But, you know, you find a way for God to give it to you, you know.
Amen.
And so, yeah, so that's the big thing for me, you know, even, you know, with my boy Sherrod. I grew up with Sherrod. Since we're 15 years old, he drives my bus, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I caught him at a time where he wasn't employed, and I said, man, I got you, let's do it. And he cuts hair, so it's like there's your extra bread on the road.
Yeah,
You know, these men never have to pay for food on the road. They never have to pay for anything, you know, so I take care of it. And it's just, it's not an ego thing. It's a I got it thing. It's like, man, I'm glad.
Hell yeah.
Like, I'm glad one of us made it because we all did, you know? The truth is I'm the one up there singing, writing the songs and all that, but this shit's a team effort, dog.
For sure.
I can't go nowhere sometimes without it being pressure. That's what his job is. I can't get there without somebody driving the bus. That's Sherrod's job. I got to have a haircut. That's his job again. My boy George as well, you know, cuts my hair. And, you know, it's like Lorenzo, you know, same thing with him. Like, I can make things happen, but he's the mastermind behind a lot of this shit. He's the one that keeps me grounded, you know, like, it's a team effort, you know? So, like, for me being able to put money in everybody's pocket off of, you know, the voice God gave me, like, dog, man, you can't even be thankful enough. You can't be thankful enough. You just can't.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
That's deep, dog.
That's deep, man. It's wonderful. And it's amazing to see, you know, living proof
Yeah.
of the hard work that you've been putting in and, you know, the countless hours,
Right.
sleepless nights, you know what I'm saying? And the road travel to get where you are. I'm sure it was,
Yeah. I mean, I've been doing music 16 years.
yeah.
Yeah.
Man, what a payout, man. So this
You know
all
what I'm saying?
this all leads to
The headlining
come
at
on.
Billy Bob's Historic Venue, man. Come on.
If you know,
Yes.
you know. Billy
Yeah.
Bob's is one of them joints.
Yeah, man.
It's a marquee. It's like a how do you say,
Like a Apollo.
it's the Apollo of country.
The road leading up to Billy Bob. And
The road to Billy Bob's. That's funny you say it like that.
Now you're here.
That's how we've been working it.
Because it's almost like, I mean, Vega, the road to WrestleMania, right?
I see your hands.
Is that a thing?
Oh, that's a thing.
What? That's where he got it from.
Road to
This fool.
WrestleMania.
Come
This is road
on,
to
man.
Billy.
Smooth
this is road to
McMahon
Billy
strikes
Bob.
again.
Again and again. Hey,
Bane McMahon.
with his, come on now.
Right.
I grew up less than 10 minutes from there, probably about 7 minutes
Wow.
from Billy Bob's. Like, my mama's got a crazy story about the stockyards. My brother's got crazy stories, which are going to be filmed in the documentary.
Oh, you shooting a doc?
Man,
Oh,
it's
come
a lot-
on, man.
Ah, that's crazy I said that.
I mean, why not take advantage of the moment? You know what I'm saying?
Man, all I can say is we're sitting down with big producers that have done documentaries for major internationally known artists.
Okay.
And for whatever reason, they took a liking into my story, man. And they were like, we want
You
to
know
tell
the
this.
reason.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
you
and
know the reason. Come on, man.
The only reason is God, man, because
Facts.
I know homies that have been through the worst, you know what I'm saying? Worst things than I have, you know? But all I can say is like it's gonna touch on a lot. And then one of the stories is actually about my brother when he was in the stockyards, I want to say 2015, and he had to call me. And it was like a gun situation to where, you know, whatever big brother came, you know? And I used to be a little loose cannon, you know what I'm saying? And the stockyards hold a very, very special place in my heart, my soul, and my gut.
Yeah.
So Billy Bob's is the marquee and like the signature point of the stockyards, right? For me to be headlining that motherfucker,
Headlining.
dog,
No, one more time. Say it again. You doing what?
headline.
Talk about
Yeah.
it.
To be able to headline Billy Bob, was that a gunshot?
Yeah, it was.
I almost
Come on
ducked.
now.
I was like, man, you know? I was like, the reverb on that was very.
He said that sounded a little close, my boy.
I was like, damn. Just with Billy Bob's being Billy Bob's, And me being just a regular Mexicano cat from Diamond Hill, Fort Worth, Texas, dog, I grew up in the barrio right there in the north side, dog.
Yeah.
Right there in Diamond Hill, man. No, nothing special, nothing glamorous about it, man. Nobody there is told, hey, you're going to make something of yourself. You know, they always tell you, hey, go to school and make sure you get a good job because that's about it for you, my boy. And, you know, that's all they tell us, you know? And so, like, for me to be able to have the major deal, for me to be able to have the streams and everything like that and, you know, the revenue coming in outside of the major deal, you know, from that, because I own my back catalog. I get them, you know, I get that separate. For me to be able to tell my story and nobody say, no.
Right.
It's more of a, damn, my boy changed it up. For me to be able to go to the marquee of not just Fort Worth, but of country music, Fort Worth, Billy Bob's, the world's largest honky tonk, and headline it. I'm on the billboard for Billy Bob's.
Yeah.
Smooth Vega first picked me up on the side of a freeway off 121 where the same billboard's at, and it says Louie TheSinger performing December 20th.
I seen that billboard.
That's for real.
That shit's hard.
And
legendary.
For this thing to come back full circle, and that's God, dog. And I pray to you, and I hope, and I know, and I'm going to manifest this, that there is some 14-year-old kid, 9-year-old kid, 16-year-old kid, maybe even 20-year-old kid that is seeing this happen right now. And he is saying, like I did at that age, I can do it too if he's doing it. Because he's just from where I'm from. That's why I never try to downplay or try to upplay who I am. Because I can never upplay who I am because I'm nobody big. I'm nobody special. I can't downplay who I am because I'm fucking from the hood, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have money growing up. That's it. And the reason I like that is because I want these youngsters to be able to relate to me so that they can say, I can do it too. And then God willing, man, 10 fucking 20 years from now, there's fucking 80 of me.
Yeah.
Straight up.
One thing, man, that I see is that you're really building that inspiration that artists should be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, to bring in the next generation and do it right to the point where they're like, they see you and they see where you came from and how you're operating. And like you said, man, like, I could do that too.
Yeah, they always say never meet your idols. And what's crazy is after meeting people like my bro Chris, Paul Wall, even Frankie J, Baby Bash, like, fuck that. I've met my idols. They're great. They're great mentors. They're great people. They're humble, and they've got high accolades that to where most people that high don't have that humbleness still. Yeah. They have it. And you know what? I want to carry that on so that this whole don't meet your idols is no longer a thing. It's more like, I can't wait to meet my idol. You know? Because, you know, even like at the level I'm at now with these kids making their karaoke videos at home and going viral of Dress Like Me to my songs.
That's hard.
I go to their houses. I've gone to one.
Really?
I went to one of these kids' houses that dresses like me. Like, their family was from like West Texas. They had just moved to like the DFW area. Yeah. And I told Lorenzo, I said, I want to go there. I want to go walk. I want to walk in while he's performing and tell his family like, hey, we're just gonna do this and da da da. Like, do your karaoke night. And he did it. And I walked in. I want this to be a thing, man, because people don't realize, like, we're nothing without these people.
Right.
We're nothing without the support of our fans. But the truth is like, you start doing it for the better reason of just wanting to see other people smile, man, you're going to smile 10 times harder, man. Because when that kid's face went wild, mine did too.
Right.
Straight up.
I was going to say.
He probably was like, what the fuck are you doing in my video?
Oh, bro, he didn't know how to act for half a second, and I just kept singing the song with him, and I was like, come on, and we just kept singing the song together.
That's hard.
That's hard.
And stuff like that, he's going to remember for the rest of his life.
Rest
you know
of his
what I'm
life.
saying? And then I'm sure y'all had that sidebar conversation. And
yeah, we talked
That kid
afterwards.
probably think his parents are cool as shit.
Yeah.
Like, y'all know Louie?
Yeah. Yeah, his dad was so cool. It's like, man, you don't know what this did for me. And I'm like, man, father to father, I do.
Yeah.
You know? And that's I'm here. Let's do it.
That's hard. That's super hard, man. Your following,
Right.
getting as big as it did. You don't want to say it happened overnight. It seemed like, you know, when it comes to viral moments, you know what I'm saying? Like, viral moments, you know, you doing it one after another after another.
Yeah, Vega always says, he goes, man, Louie didn't hit the viral lottery. He knows what he's doing.
Right.
You know, I will say this, you know, like I always say that I was just doing me.
Yeah.
But not to give up the formula.
I was like, don't do that.
Don't drop the sauce now.
No,
I knew exactly what I was doing with the internet.
Yeah.
All I can say is I knew exactly how I built the numbers. I know exactly how to target my audience. I knew exactly what they wanted to see, and I just showed them more of me.
And I've always said, like, just, oh my God, people that are watching and listening, when I tell you, like, being relatable and vulnerable, I think helps.
Yes.
It cultivates.
But you do got to be healed and different, because you can't be vulnerable and still be the same piece of shit. And that was the hardest part for me, because I had to move forward and not be that guy no more. Because the truth is you can't be completely vulnerable and talk about that other person unless you are healed. Exactly. Because then you're going to be like, you have this weird subconscious of wearing
confliction of, I don't want to actually say that because I'm divulging the bullshit that I'm still doing. So you can't. Because once you acknowledge it, you can't still walk in bullshit no more.
You can't. And not even that, you feel weird acknowledging it. Like, it don't come off genuine. And people can feel it. They're like, nah, he's not changed. I can even tell the way he said, motherfucker look high now. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's just with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But one thing I've noticed, man, is to your point that you're very creative. You're very strategic in how you create the content that you do. And I like to think that that's a big reason why you have built not just a fan base, but like a true following of fans who are like emotionally invested in you.
Right.
And when they're emotionally invested in you, you got a fan for life type shit.
Yeah. Followers and following, two different things.
100%.
100%.
Yeah. Creativity is just as important, but it's just two parts of the puzzle. You know, there's relevancy, there's character, there's the charisma, there's different things. And honestly, I don't try to be nobody. I just try to be me. And sometimes people are like, "You too goofy." I'm like, "You goofy." Like, I don't know, fucking. I'm just being me. So it's like, but to be honest with you, man, the truth is nowadays talent isn't enough. It's just not.
For sure.
You know, talent isn't enough.
Talk about it.
It's the work. You know, some people are like, it bothers me when they say it. They're like, but I've been doing this and that. How long? For like 3 years now. And I'm like,
you just getting started, dog.
Keep at it, my boy. Started yet. You still in the trial phase.
I was like, I was almost in prison that long. That doesn't sound fucking attractive at all. You sound retarded. So, I don't like to use that word a lot, but you sound like you just not ready to work.
Yeah,
like,
facts.
And it's one of those things, I'm like, I've realized I hate it, but I love it when people tell me, like, for example, Billy Bob's is the big thing, right?
Sure.
It's December 27th. You know what I'm going to do December 28th? What's next? That's what I'm going to do.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I'm going to say, what's next?
Keep fucking going.
Keep going.
It. I'm never have enough. I can never have enough. You know what I'm saying? People, they're like, what's next? I need to know. What's up?
Yeah.
Like, let me figure it out. And I think that's what makes, I'm a big believer that if you're not being productive, you're being counterproductive. Even if you're sitting still, you're not moving forward. That doesn't sound productive to me. I can't sit on my hands. The label even said, like, I told the label, I said, y'all, I'm going to work so much, y'all going to tell me to relax. They're like, no, we won't. This month, they're shut down because, the holidays.
Right.
Well, guess what?
Somebody working. we in the night shift, you know what I'm saying?
Come on, yeah.
Look,
I'm in the night shift
can y'all
in the
get
day.
somebody on the phone up there, please?
Right.
Right.
I understand they're at dinner, but as soon as y'all done eating,
Ain't nobody answering that phone right now, and I respect it. I respect it. I might be calling, with my family, so they're
For
like,
sure.
bro, I'm with mine too, so I respect it. But just know, come January, all I'm gonna say is have room on the desk because I got a lot of stuff to put on it. So like, you've got to have drive, and you can't have a love for the work. You got to have a love for this art. The work doesn't become work. It just becomes you doing your art. Like, this is just what we do. This is what we are. Like, like, rehearsal wasn't rehearsing. We were jamming with the homies for 5-6 hours. That's what the fuck that was. Well, writing music wasn't, I got to come up with a hit record. Writing music was, man, I had a bad day. I'm fucking
I want to talk about
shit.
it.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
Making a music video wasn't, I got to make sure that this video can go viral. It was like, nah, man, I want to do some cowboy shit. Hey, JT, bro, I was thinking, da-da-da. Like, performing on stage and like, hey, let me make sure I sing these records good. Man, I'm going to go fucking dance over here. I'm going to take my shirt off. I'm about to take my security's hat, pour a whole shot down his cowboy hat and drink it on stage because I'm fucked up. And I wake up and everybody's like, you're going viral. Why? Doing a shot off your security's hat. Fucking sounds tight. Yeah. They're like, where'd you do that? I even asked him earlier. I was like, where'd that come from? He goes, I don't know. You just fucking asked for my hat one day. He was like, let me see it. And I think I poured a beer down the fucking hat and I was like, And everybody was like, yeah. I was like, all right. You know, like you gotta love this shit, man.
sure.
Like fall in love with it first, and then you know the work will pay off. If you're doing it for the money, quit now. Because that's not how you're gonna make it, dog. You're gonna go broke.
This shit I tell people all the time. I tell people this shit all the time because they come into this music trying to think that it is a lesser work than actually working.
And they're gonna make money.
What? That's bullshit. You actually got to put in more work doing this music than you would for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? If you have a 9 to 5 and you work 7 days a week, it's less work than this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you want to do less work and get paid more money, this ain't it. You might as well sell drugs or something like that. What? If niggas won't be lazy? God damn, I'm just being real.
I mean, I did that and I went to prison, so
But look, hey, I didn't say that wasn't gonna happen.
you did it. But you should have told them before you told them to do that.
Hey man, I told them if they won't be lazy, that's their fault. If you want to be lazy in anything, your ass going to jail.
And just FYI, you go to prison, you will have a job in there.
For
that
sure.
is a thing. You have to have a job in there.
Yeah.
There's no such thing. They give you a job when you get there.
When they sentence you to hard labor. You know what that means? That means you cannot deny the labor that they put you to, or your ass going to the hole, my boy. I found that out the hard way.
Yeah, you get G4'd.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you still got
them
some
niggas
form
trying
of
to put me.
job
Look,
there.
they tried to send me on the road crew. I told him I was like, "Nah, I'm straight," and he was like, "What are you not getting?" I was like, "Nah, I'm straight." I'm like, "I'm not getting on that bus at 6 in the morning and going to pick up trash." Man, the warden called me down there. 15 minutes later, he was like, "You know this ain't no choice, right?" And I was like, "What you mean?" And he was like, "You obviously don't understand because I was young as a bitch. I was 20." So he was like, "All right, when you're sentenced to hard labor, you got to do this, or you can go to the hole." And I was like, "Oh." 6 in the morning, huh? For sure.
I'll be there at 5:45.
6 in the morning? Nah, I can fuck with that.
That ain't even that late, man. I'm gonna use up at 5:30 doing prayer.
No bullshit, man. Y'all wake us up at 4 anyway. I'm up.
Yeah, child time's 4:30.
Come on now. Hey, look, niggas don't know about when you hearing that child time.
Yeah.
Y'all enjoy your life now, boy.
It's worse when they're like, get ready for child. And then instead of, sometimes it'll be like a whole hour before they call you for child. And get ready for child. And then they'll slam the door. And then you're like getting up slowly. And then they open it. Child rolling. Oh, shit.
He like, fuck. Fuck,
Once that door closes, you ain't eating for another 6 hours.
It's over.
You better
with.
make stove. Because
commissary necessary.
If you got commissary, you good. If you ain't got commissary, you out of there.
Your ass gonna starve, boy. Hey, you better start sweeping and cutting hair for plates now or something.
Washing drawers. Washing drawers.
Hey, what that nigga say? Start your bleach, nigga.
Hey, I used to starch my own clothes for visit, but don't get it twisted, man. I had the homies sometimes, man, what you think, bro? You know, really the older cats, man, I wash your drawers. I'm like, man, you can wash the clothes. You don't touch my drawers.
Don't touch
man.
another nigga drawers.
No,
Hey, but I knew some cats, man, that's how they got down.
Hey,
like,
no,
man, school,
some
wash my
niggas
drawers.
don't got no extra money coming in, so you gotta do what you gotta do,
man.
bro.
It's kind of just how you get it, you know. Like I would do like starch other people's clothes, but not for money, but like just out of love, you know. And they be trying to pay me, and I'd be like, man, you good, keep it. You know what I'm saying? You know, I was blessed, you know, when I got in there. You know, some people were selling hopes and dreams, I guess, but I was really involved in certain things where I had money put up, you know.
Yeah, see, look, that's a good part.
And plus, I did have, you know, one thing I can't say, my mama didn't have to put books on my time. One time, she did it only one time, but she never had to. She only put money on the phone so we could communicate. But I always made sure that you know, there was that. Same thing with the child support. You know, I could have signed a big paper that waived all that. You know, but I didn't.
Shit, they had you on child support while you was in the cage.
Yeah, when you get out, they make you sign a piece of paper that pretty much says that waives all of those while you're in there because you're in prison.
Right.
But I never signed it because it wasn't their fault I went to prison. You know what I'm saying?
Real nigga, real nigga.
Yeah, so I
ain't had no kids on them. I couldn't do
So I
that.
just fell in debt.
Damn.
It's all right. When the music took off, they got me. Straight up.
Ain't no bullshit though. Fuck it, man. The kids.
I was in the middle of a
deserve that.
rehearsal, matter of fact, and I looked at the count and I called my assistant. And I was like, "Hey, did and she was like,
Hey, no, that led to a phone call. He seen that shit. He told everybody, "Hey, y'all, cut."
Nah, I walked out the room smooth. I was like, "Give me a second."
Y'all keep going.
My boy-
anytime you start with,
my
hey,
boy
so
My boy Tomas, I got back. He goes, "You good?" I said, "Nah, child support hit me." And I told him how much. He goes,
With the back pay.
I told him how much. He goes, he was strumming. He goes,
oh, damn.
"Are you good?"
Shit.
I said, "Yeah, I'll be fine." He goes, "But are you good?"
How much they tap you
I
for?
felt like I was in Dr. Phil. A good number.
Oh shit.
Sheesh.
Good number. I was
They
blessed.
signed a record deal too.
Man. Cash money and records in the 99. Money in the million. Shit. Man, you know, baby, shit. I looked online. I was like, I know it. I'm going to scroll now. Baby mama shopping. Other baby mama on a trip. I said, damn.
He said, what the fuck?
Nah, I knew what the fuck. I knew what the fuck. As long as because at the end of each video, they put the babies down there with a bunch of shit. I'm like, all right, we good.
Yeah. Right. He said, as long as you done got them square, I don't get no damn.
Whatever. You know, but nah, I mean, it ain't nothing really. That's money that I owed them back for taking care of things while I didn't. You know what I'm saying?
For sure that.
So,
For sure.
I ain't really tripping. You know what I'm saying? As long as everything was good.
I guess you kind of described it already, but I mean, when it comes to Billy Bob and performing, headlining, I don't want to say just
you can't say performing.
You can't say performing.
This ain't that.
Headline. It ain't that. It
this
ain't
man
that.
on the Billboard, marquee style.
My apologies for
I
that.
seen
that.
My apologies.
I said, no, it's all right.
So what? So as far as, you know, moments, you know what I'm saying, like lifetime moments, where are you putting this at? Where does this mean to you?
I mean, it's definitely going in the list of all of them to making my family proud. Like I like to look at these like it's not just accomplishments for me. Like I'm walking my mother and my grandmother into a marquee and a staple of country music in our city.
That's hard.
And I'm saying, Mama, that name right there, that's the name you gave me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Grandma, look, that's the name y'all gave me. You know, sit back, watch me work.
Enjoy the show.
When they see the love that people are giving you,
and they've been to the shows.
Man.
Like my mom sometimes, like I mean, she's my mom, so it's more for her. It's just like, no, I believe it because I always knew. And my grandma, she, you know, my grandma's funny because she's like, she'll show up to shows and they'll be like, "Hey, grandma, can I get a picture?" And she told my brother when they really come. My brother told me, "They know who I am." I said, "Oh, grandma." I'm like, "Yeah."
She living now.
Yeah, and what's crazy, my grandma was on a billboard before me. She did like a photo shoot with like the city for like the transportation and stuff like that.
Oh, that's dope.
And like, so they used her out of the commercial. They used her video still. Like a picture.
That's hard.
And it's on every fucking billboard and everything, every bus stop. You can,
that's
like my
that's
grandma
dope.
sitting there like knitting stuff like that. Like it's a picture of her and it's everywhere on the city, you know? And we always laugh. She's like, "I got the billboard first." I'm like,
yeah,
that's
she
hard.
got one up
grandma.
on you.
Yeah, you got it, grandma. And you know, it's cool to see my family's reaction. You know, my brothers and stuff, you know, they get the questions all the time, like, "What's it like?" You know, they're like, "What's he like?" You know, my brothers are like, "Man, he's the same fool, goofy motherfucker." Like, you know, he's riding horses and just.
Yeah.
Only thing is, he don't smoke weed all the time no more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All the time?
I don't smoke no more. I ain't smoked in 6 months, man.
Damn.
Wow.
Shit.
You know, that's the reaction I'm getting. Damn.
No, because I'm a weed smoker. I smoke reefer.
Not one.
Like,
Hey, congrats, bro. It's always, damn.
hey, well, you know what? Congratulations, brother. I'm proud of you, man.
Hey, I appreciate it.
I was gonna say,
proud of you.
me
I'm proud of
personally,
your
congrats.
resilience.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
I don't smoke.
He don't
I don't
smoke.
smoke or drink.
That's,
So you know what I
that's
mean?
good.
Yeah.
I
so
try and get him
congrats.
contact every chance I get. Now,
That's
blow
good.
that motherfucker.
That's these two right here.
Oh, hell yeah.
Especially that one.
Look, my people. Yeah. Hey, look, I'm waiting too, man. No bullshit. Man, look, I thought I was late, so I was like, shit, let me go ahead and get up in here. And I seen y'all when I said, man, I could have smoked the rest of my weed. Could have smoked that weed up.
That's funny.
Nah, man. So it was just more time to get focused, man. And
For sure.
you know, I smoked habitually. Like, man, I used to get mad at the homies when something wasn't getting rolled up when this one's almost gone. Like, that's how it was for me. I was that bad, you know, like.
Oh, yeah, no, that was borderline J activity.
Yeah, it's a motherfucker. Scratching that neck. The fuck is my doing that? Nah, bro. It was just one of those things where, like, I just needed to move forward and really start taking care of my voice more.
For
and
sure.
also just, you know, just being aware, man. I'm about to make major deals, about to make major moves. Like, do I want to do that shit half-minded, man? I got to be in there and I got to be focused, you know what I'm saying? Because ain't no such thing as halfway in with this shit, you know what I'm saying?
At all.
Like, you know, I didn't commit crime high, you know what I'm saying? I made sure I was cool. Well, actually, no, sometimes.
I was about to say, damn, you a real clean-cut criminal. But no, the crazy shit is,
I wouldn't have went to jail.
That's what I'm saying, but I know niggas who like that, like, who sell the craziest of the crazy and be like, man, you smoking? Get that shit out of here.
Drugs
Like,
when they
what?
caught me.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's just, I needed to be focused, bro. And now here I am. And now they have even Paul Wall open up. Like,
I seen that. Hey, the
So
joint
Paul
y'all
Wall-
got is crazy.
And that's the Brody, man. Like, you know, he had
that's
told me,
crazy.
he was like, man, I've been, everybody always asked me to do this country stuff and like that, but I just never really, you know, found a way or found time to do it. But what you're doing it's different, and I like it. And you know, they told me to cook something up, and man, I wrote down here and recorded down here probably like in 25 minutes.
Real
Damn.
one. Real one.
I don't really write music, to be honest with you. I go in the booth and just.
So you're another one of those where you kind of just go
It's kind of weird.
my kind of people.
My security will tell you, like, he's actually been in the studio with me a lot, like, where I'm just in there and I'm just.
You just whatever comes off the top and then just.
Man, I'm just right, bro. I just go. I've been involved. I've been doing music a long time.
I was gonna say you're doing this for a long time, so you know. Yeah.
I mean, even before the R&B, I started battle rapping when I was 14.
I was gonna ask you earlier into this, but I was like, I don't want to make this no nigga shit and just assume everybody be on some goddamn. Look, cause I didn't want them to be like, here you go with that nigga shit, man. But no, look, I was like, man, I feel like you been around the gang, my boy.
I actually low key like, so the guys I grew up doing music with were from New York. They were from Flatbush, Brooklyn.
Oh, man,
it makes so much sense.
Yeah.
I said, hey, yo, look.
Hey,
yo.
Hey, yo. Yeah, so shout out to my boy Chris Loyal, man, and Heist and Cino Figs, what up, East Coast.
Yeah.
They actually showed me what like freestyling and all that was when I was 14. And I would go home and I write in the pad, you know, and you know, it got to the point where like I could just go off the top, and it was really weird because I started off writing poetry before that. So like I'd always wanted to write and stuff like that, you know, just get it out. And then here we are, you know, with the music, and you know, now like I just go in the booth and they give me a song, like, and the melodies come to my head so fast. Like I wrote songs without beats, like, and it's just
wow.
No, yeah, like
that's that penitentiary shit.
That Piece of Me was really written when I was mopping the floor in penitentiary in the middle of the night for when I worked in the chow hall. And I wrote Piece of Me, and it literally is like one of the most interesting. I wish I could say you don't. And it was just so weird. And I just kept hearing it in my head, and I had to sing it out loud. And I wrote it down that night. And here we are.
Nice.
And that's like a record that people are always like, will you sing Piece of Me? And I'm like, I really don't want to go there. Because that reminds me of jail.
They all say they don't know. That reminds a nigga mopping the floors and Crocs and shit.
Bro, even when your husband
come on, that ain't look.
are gone.
No bullshit.
She'll be by your side, still holding on.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Even when those 20s start spinning.
Wait,
all those gold digging women disappear.
Boom.
She'll still be here.
That's why he get paid the big bucks. I know y'all heard that.
But remember the
Shit get wicked.
that was a thing.
Hey, y'all know Holmes going far too. He doing this little shit.
He doing his thing.
From that chest beating.
Yeah.
This is so dope. And I you know, with the theme here, I feel like, you know, in courtesy of Skrills here as well, man, I feel like the theme of this episode for real is reinvention.
Right.
And when it comes to you reinventing yourself, whether, you know, the R&B to country, and then you as a person, you know, even stop smoking for 6 months to be more focused and more clear-headed and stuff like that. A lot of people at this point, especially if you're doing it for 16 years, they probably would have put this whole thing up. They'd have, you know, hung up their jersey and walked away.
Yeah.
What made you keep going?
It's all I ever had. It's all I know. When I was broke, all I had was music. When I was lost, all I had was music. When I was hurt, all I had was music. So it was kind of like, I'm music.
Yeah, and then after doing that shit for that long, if you hang it up, you really a dickhead because you just wasted 16 fucking years. Nigga be like, God damn, nigga, you been doing this shit so long, and now you saying fuck it?
Yeah.
Fuck it now?
Oh, don't get it
Not
wrong,
fuck it
though.
10 years ago?
At that long and length in, people tell you to hang it up.
Yeah.
Oh, man, maybe. Even Lorenzo was telling me 2 years ago, maybe you should think about songwriting. Maybe you should think about producing for other people. Here we are.
Here you are.
I wouldn't have called it.
Universal Music Group, Nashville deal later. You know what I'm saying?
A deal, not even just a deal that like a deal worked out thoroughly, very well throughout 6 months. Like
right.
A deal that a lot of people can't get. Like blessed, you know, and not to speak on the details, but blessed.
Come on, man,
for sure.
And,
amen.
You know, a touring independent act. You know, the way we were doing it, like, you know, like Vega keeps it real. Like I did all this, and it all built up, and then I caught him.
Right.
You know, and that right there is, you know, it was kind of like I don't know, it's just God, man. It's like God saying, all right, you let go, and I got it right. Let go and let God, like I always say in Vegas.
Yeah.
You know, Vegas like, I love that you say that. And I'm like, I don't know where I got it from, but I do know that's what I did.
Yeah.
And here we are.
And it kind of reminds me of the Nip situation when Nip doing the stuff that he did to where all the odds were in his favor.
Called leverage. You know, you go in there and like I said, you know, what are you gonna offer a man that's got money? Not money. Well, you want what he has, cool. You give him what he wants. What does he want? He wants to control his own stuff, and he wants to work on his own time and his own. He wants to work at his own stipulations and his own.
Yeah.
On his own accord. He wants to work on his own. You know, let him do him. He's gonna work. He's gonna do it his way.
Right.
He just needs the big machine. Here y'all are.
And here we are.
Yeah, and they were understanding that they weren't the only machine offering.
Right.
So that's another big.
I'll say that usually helps.
That usually helps.
That usually helps. When you tell a nigga, hey, I'll walk out this motherfucker right now.
Hey, don't get it wrong. If you don't think Vega wasn't sending over, hey, this is what Interscope just sent us.
Right. Oh yeah.
This is it's one of those things. It's like, man, you know, when you're in hardball, you got to play hardball.
Nah, for sure.
That's all I've ever known. So I ain't tripping.
Yeah.
Come on.
Nah, that's super dope. Scrooge, you got anything before I get into my thought provoking?
Nah, man.
question?
I wanted to extend a thanks, man, to you for coming through and really
Thank
shedding
you.
some light, man, because it's not often, man, that we get an artist that actually is at the mountaintop. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, I'm not even. I'm just clowning him.
Yeah, well,
you.
your zip code is closer.
That's a fact. Scrooge, talk about it.
You know?
Straight up.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. So I just, but more importantly, man, your insight is invaluable because, you know, we come across a lot of artists, man, that got the talent, but like you said, they don't have the other side of the coin, which is that.
Appreciate it.
Which, like you said, it takes more than talent, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It takes vision. It takes strategic.
It takes a team.
Yes, very
Yes.
much so.
Yeah, you gotta have a good team.
You know what
You
I'm
gotta have a
saying?
solid team, one that all understands the same goal.
100%, man. So yeah, again, thank you, and I think a lot of our viewers and listeners, man, gonna really benefit from that for sure.
Thank you.
So I guess one more question to we get up out of here.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I see you. So I mean, before the documentary, obviously that you're shooting, right? If there was a biopic being made of you today, who's playing you?
Like character wise,
Yeah.
See, now you on that nigga
All
shit,
the-
Mozzie.
I'm sorry.
all those playing me. Nah,
Hey,
you fucked up.
he said, that's how I look.
That's what you think of me.
Who's playing me? I don't know, man. If I could just say anybody,
Yeah, anybody.
like what that mean though?
Like, even if you wanted to be my black ass, I could do it. You know what I'm saying?
Man, if I'm going there, then fucking Zell.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Denzi. I gotta go with Denzi. Nah, but shit. Who's the guy that played La Bamba?
Lou Diamond
Lou
Phillips.
Diamond Phillips? No, that's hard. That's hard.
fucking Luke Kane.
Yo, yeah, that's what the fuck I know, man, bro. Fucking Lou
I'm going with
Kane.
Luke Kane because he was my favorite Mortal Kombat character, and I loved La Bamba. I'm gonna go with Lou Diamond Phillips. Hey, what was he? No, he wasn't in Blood In Blood Out. He should have been.
He was an extra.
Nah,
Yo,
man,
man.
I don't know. Who do you want me to say? George Lopez?
No, it's your film, bro. It's your film.
Nah, I don't know, man. I would say I don't know who to play me, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
Shit, you could probably play yourself.
Play
man.
yourself, man.
We seen these videos.
Hey, I was just about to say, I
Eminem,
seen the
yeah,
video, man.
obviously.
hey, Eminem played himself. 50 played himself. You know what I'm saying? I want to play myself.
Why not?
Why not? I just don't want to just read. Like I'm gonna have PTSD. So when they have the prison scenes, I'm gonna be like, let me walk around so I know that I'm not locked up.
Hey, he said, can I actually be able to see outside? We got to create a set. Don't take me to no jail. Talk about shooting nothing.
Right.
Because y'all going to see some real shit on accident.
Yeah.
Nigga going to get back in right in program and poke a nigga in the side. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Right.
Somebody gonna stare me wrong and be like, what we doing?
What happened, Laura?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you know it's
yeah.
crazy because my son, you know, he has the talent for it, but maybe it'll change. But as of right now, entertainment's definitely not what he wants to do. He's more laid back, and you know, we're out and people take pictures and stuff. Now he's just, it doesn't bother him. He's just more like, man, it's just my dad. You know, he doesn't want nothing to do with it. You know, because he can sing. He's been singing since he was 16.
Nice.
I mean, since he was 6, and you know, he's 14 now. So, And he was rifting and running at 6 years old.
He ain't never recorded nothing yet?
No, what's funny is his brother, who's 8 now, my other son, he actually records and he actually can sing and he riffs and runs. And
Wow.
Oh, that's hard.
No, the kid's got a piano, guitar, drums, and what else does he have in that damn room? He's like my music guru. He was actually named after a famous guitar player, and singer from Guns N' Roses. But he was meant for that. And then my other babies, they already singing and stuff. But my 14-year-old man, he's not. He'll tell you, I'm good.
I'm straight on that.
I'm straight.
Yeah.
He'll be like, just vibe. I'm
sure.
like, what does that even mean? I had to ask him, I was like, that means like just chill? He's like, yeah, just vibe.
Hey, you had to look at me. Right. We vibing?
Oh man,
we vibing right now?
It's weird going through with, being the parent of 14. When I was his age, Tall Tees was in, right?
Right.
Yeah. Facts.
My dad, I remember my dad goes to Foot Locker. He's like, what's the difference? Can't I just go buy an extra large shirt? At Walmart,
nah.
And they go, nah, Pops, and they explain to him, nah, it's gonna be the same width as a regular shirt, but it's just longer, whatever.
And it was 5 for $20.
Full circle.
Come
moment.
on now.
Hey, full circle moment, dog. I'm in Foot Locker asking them in another store what stack pants are.
Oh, come on!
He pulls out the pants, and they're as tall as him.
They long as a motherfucker.
I said, what the fuck is this? And I told the lady, I said, I'm not paying $300 for these unless I know what's going down.
Right.
Oh, they wanted $300?
They were $280.
Man, look, get with me. I'll get you square.
Look, man, he ain't getting none of them goddamn pants no more. So I told her, I said, look, they're as tall as him. She goes, well, look, Dad, let me break it down to you. So what they do, and then I remember sitting there like, this is what my dad felt like. Bro, I was so...
Everything went into slow motion and everything went quiet and your mom was like, this
man, I was so lost because the beat to Pony by Genuine came on and it wasn't him. It was that new remake shit. I looked around
He said,
like,
what the fuck is this?
I didn't know where the fuck I was
He said, I don't know where I'm at. I don't know the clothes. I don't know this fucking song. He said, I thought I knew the song.
I thought I was
then the shit started playing. Niggas in there slapping their hips and shit. I don't know what's going on.
Foot Lost? Is that
I
what
was
you
in
said?
Foot Lost. I thought I walked into Champs, walked out of Chumps. I said, where the fuck am I? This shit is stupid. I was lost. I was like, that ain't Genuine. The little girl said, who? I said,
Never mind.
exactly.
I said, never
like,
fucking mind.
Let me get them stuck pants. They were like the stack pants. I said, that's the bullshit I'm talking about. You want me to spend money?
Let me get
you
them
gonna
big
correct
britches.
me.
Let me get them big old
If I'm gonna
britches.
spend $300, they're gonna be called what I'll call them. Stuck pants. Because I'm stuck. Why the fuck he want these pants? The fuck these goddamn.
I ain't gonna lie, them shit's hard though. They
Man,
hard
you
for
put
sure.
a strap over the bottom, he got overalls.
Oh my God. I can't breathe.
I liked them though for him. He loved them. I was like, cool.
He
go
said, I
for
like
him.
them for him.
That's what he wanted, man. And it was cool for him to pick out 5 pair of the mugs and
5 pair?
Oh, my son, my kids are spoiled, man. I didn't have it growing up, man.
I feel it.
I feel it.
Like
sure
I knew
feel
what
it.
it was like for my mom to give us a speech. Don't ask, or this is what we got. And as an adult,
Look, Sean know how to make you feel bad for wanting some shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Get to
yeah.
explaining where
To
the
be
money
honest-
go and what it got to get spent on, and then tell you what you could purchase instead of the shit that you asking for. Then you be like, fuck it, I don't want it no more. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
but
Man, fuck
with my
them
mom,
pants.
it was different because I would see her cry and struggle. So it was like
Exactly.
and the church would pay for our bills sometimes. And so like I saw that we really did. My dad, he loved my dad, but he didn't really play his role right. And when we were younger, and so she did it by herself. So for even with my baby moms, I paid X amount in child support. I still extra stuff, that's it. It's not about who's doing most. It's about who we're doing it for, and it's for our kids, dog. I really want my kids to have a life I didn't have. That's literally what. So because all it is a level up. Because when they get to my age, they're gonna do more for their kids than what I did for them.
Because you setting the blueprint.
Yeah,
You setting an example.
for sure.
Right.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but sometimes I'm like, damn, maybe
Hey,
it's
no,
too
bro, the
spoiled.
little crazy shit is, don't nobody know what they doing, dog. Because I was feeling bad
Facts.
about this shit the other
Right.
day. Because my pops just was not around like a motherfucker. So I'm doing everything from scratch. From learning how to love a woman to learning how to everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you don't know that you really learning it from scratch when you didn't have an example from it. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really feel bad about it, brother.
Nah,
You
facts.
doing the best you do every day. You
Yeah.
doing it as long as you give it your best, man. Pat yourself on the back. To all my fathers out there, man, who questioning yourself. If you don't know you're doing a great job, ain't nobody said it. I'm proud of you, brother. You doing amazing.
You got this.
Facts. You
For
got
sure.
this. For
You
sure.
got
For sure.
this.
So with that being said, Louie, time machine, right? We hop in. You go back to 10-year-old Louie. What you telling him?
Nothing. I don't want to change nothing because I don't want to change nothing. You know, I was strong enough to figure it out then without the words. I'll be strong enough without them now.
Real one.
That's real.
Real
I don't
one.
want to change nothing.
Imagine him going back 10 and he just looking at 10-year-old Louie. Louie don't even know they there. He just
10-year-old me would have been. I could have told whatever the 10-year-old me. He'd have been like, "Fuck you. Who are you?"
fuck you, old man.
Mama! There's a man in my room.
Straight up. You would have had the whole orchestrated cinematic role. Cause whenever you're older, son, I need you. Look, just listen to me real quick. Da da da.
He's Mom!
Daddy!
Wait, don't fucking call your mom. Don't call mom. You calling her mom? Don't call mom.
It ain't gonna be good. I'm telling you.
My dumb ass would have been like, "That's cool. You think you can buy me some beer?" Do we smoke yet?
Yeah, he's like,
Nah, man, I wouldn't tell myself nothing. Man. I couldn't, man. You know, I don't want to change the course of nothing, man, because I might have went through everything, but I went through it so my kids didn't have to. You know, if I got this much knowledge and I went through all the bullshit, then that means they don't have to. You know what I'm saying? My knowledge is theirs. That's it.
straight up.
For sure. Well, shit, Louie, appreciate you pulling up, man.
Real
I
talk,
appreciate you
bro.
having me, man.
This
For real.
is
Had
a
great
dope
time.
convo, man, for sure.
For
And-
sure.
And
Thank
this
you.
was great. If they want to get a hold of you,
Louie TheSinger on all of them. Facebook and Instagram, if they got the blue check, that's me. If they don't, that's not me. I don't got Signal, WhatsApp, Google Chats, all that other stuff. We got people trying to sell their houses.
WhatsApp?
Thinking that they're moving in with me and all this stuff. You know?
Whoa, what?
No, the scammers are real. It's crazy. You know?
That's wild.
No, the people are stupid.
Yeah, and you know, you try not.
Louie ain't talking to y'all on fucking WhatsApp trying to move into y'all fucking house, man.
Right.
Look at him. Cut it the fuck out. You think
Look at
You think Louie talking to y'all on fucking WhatsApp? Come on, he didn't even know what Stacks sweatpants are. Talking about
I didn't
WhatsApp.
even know Stacks had sweatpants. Now I'm more confused. Shit, I just got hot thinking about that shit. Who the fuck wears sweatpants to the length of your body? Hey, that sound like some shit you work out in for real.
No, them shit's super comfortable.
Damn,
Dumb
that shit
comfortable.
sound like a sleeping bag.
Hey, damn near. Damn near.
God. Quick shout out to the sponsors real quick. Davies Screen Print, Gex
Yeah.
Holiday was happening. Crew Fresh Clothing. You see the socks.
You
I've
know
been make sure the socks
Crew
are
shit,
shown.
no food shit,
You know
man.
what I'm saying? Yeah, be sure to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. And we'll holler at y'all real soon.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Peace.
Maserati.
So focused, I just need some meaning to my name. Plus, I'm cheating with these codes. If you thinking it's a game, that's real talk.